Oh, the Omni Knight.
The Omni Knight, yes.
The Omni Knight. I thought you meant the Magnus.
Seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
I can't take this, actually. Right, I'm moving on. We were literally talking about the Omni Knight.
As the counter to Magnus.
Yeah, so the conversation was about the Omni Knight.
I thought it was about who played Magnus mid.
Jesus.
10 seconds remaining.
Everybody plays Magnus B-Cup. Nobody cares about that.
5
my
seconds.
God.
Jesus.
Oh.
Okay. They go with Slark, which is an interesting one. So I think having this Slark makes it very difficult to land RPs on him. So now they have 3 difficult heroes for Magnus to play against, which is quite incredible.
Is this the day you realize that you're working with the dumbest caster in the
can't.
entire esport?
I'm gonna solo cast, actually. You just keep the stream up.
Alright, you got it. I could do that.
Come on, Analyst, what are they picking here?
Oh, obviously single target through Magic Community support. Bam, nailed it. Bane.
I don't know how much I like that. They have the Purge from the Omni, and the Slark has Dark Pact as well.
10 seconds
That seems
remaining.
incredible to me. I mean, it's a strong lane
5
support, I get it.
seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like if you pick Bane, you give time for the opponent team to set up, like, and respond to plays. Because like, if you nightmare somebody, people can start TPing in, whatever. But again, it could work the other way, that if the Magnus can RP one group of people and Bane goes on the other group at the same time, or the other person, then they might actually be able to use this RP effectively. Say, like, the Magnus manages to RP the Wyvern and the Omni in the backline, and then the Bane grips the Slark or something. I mean, that's probably best case scenario.
Dire team pick.
Oh, how are they supposed to ever land spells, actually, on
I was
DeMonster?
supposed to kill anybody on that team. I don't think it's gonna happen.
They have no damage, though, on Linger's side. I would say it's the only thing.
Radiant team.
How are they killing anybody?
That's true. I'm not sure.
And now Morphling can turn into the Omni Knight and get the free spells as well. I honestly think this is not as good as it first looked now on Linger. I don't like the Oracle pick. They have so much save now, and they have a lot of sustain for fights. But if it's these are their 2 supports, then the Wyvern and the Oracle, they don't really pressure the map very well. Like, you know, Magnus is going to be wanting to play the Ancient area and things, and they don't really have any mobility in their team. Like, Slark's okay, but it's not the kind of hero that wants to go and invade Ancient stacks.
5
And it definitely can't
seconds
take them this game.
How are they supposed to kill anybody on Linger? I'm like,
I mean, they have some burst damage with, like, Curse, Splinter Blast, Omni Heal, and Oracle has some burst damage, but there's no sustained damage in a fight. You can't rely on Slark to do that. Because I don't think he can fight up against a Morphling. So I'm assuming... Who plays the Mag in the DeMonster team? I'm not asking you.
wow. Okay.
DeMonster.
Jeez.
Have they played... Well, I mean, you've had your chance, Speak up.
Okay, that's fair. I respect that.
I expect nothing.
What if they went?
Radiant team.
They played it mid last time they played it in this competition. So I'm assuming it would be mid again. But it could be either.
Do either of these teams play that Earth Spirit that we've been seeing?
Dire team.
I don't think we've seen either of the teams play it, but they could. I will say Empower's really good on the Morphling, by the way, because he has because it works off of base damage, and obviously Morph with the really high agi has a lot of base damage. So even though it doesn't give him the cleave effect, at least it gives him the damage.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm really struggling to think of what they can pick here. They need some like more gap close, I think, to get on top of the Oracle. Would be nice. But they need something that lanes against the Slark as well.
Radiant team.
Are they just random? I'm pretty sure they're just random.
Would it tell us in chat? No, right?
If that's a random, that's a
That's-
really good random.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
So
same
maybe
thing.
it's maybe it's just a pick then.
5 seconds remaining.
It's really greedy,
Yeah.
but with the Mac, and it's a hero that gets onto the backlines.
But again,
I
if
really
they
hope-
random, that's pretty decent.
Of all the heroes they could have got,
Seriously.
I'm going to assume they picked it. But
yeah,
then seeing the 3 core heroes struggle to pick their hero makes me think maybe it wasn't.
that's so odd, right?
I've done that before in Captain Sword games.
What, I forgot to pick?
randomed. Yeah. Sometimes the pressure just gets to you and everyone's screaming at each other.
Come on, Mo. You're
Happens
better
to
than that.
Alliance at TI, you know?
You better than that.
It happens to Alliance at TI. It happens to everybody.
Better than that. So Ricky, Morphling, Bane, Phoenix, Magnus. I guess what? Offlane. Yeah, it's Meliodas. So it's offlane Mag.
Yeah, it's going to be offlane Mag, and I think that R is the mid player, isn't he? DeMonster.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be the Ricky mid, I would assume. Unless they want to put the Morphling mid still against the Void Spirit and then put the Ricky in the safe lane, which they could also do. I think is fine. But I think you want to give the Morph the matchup against the Omni and the Wyvern. Because I think he does really well in that lane. They don't really do anything to him. Morph should just free farm. So I think the Ricky has to accept that he's going to have a difficult lane against the Void Spirit. But at least he has like high armor to work with and things. Ricky Mag sounds fun. I wonder how quickly he takes action stacks with Empower and Tricks of the Trade. I have no idea.
All right. So let's get this on for game 1. I'm excited to see this Ricky because I feel like you've suggested this hero multiple times
Prepare for
Yeah.
and it hasn't gotten through once. And every time
Hey,
you
what are you
suggest it,
trying to
I
say?
think to myself, one of these days he'll get it right. But then
Hey,
I also
what?
think,
Whoa, that's BM.
who, me?
Yeah, chat. B-Cop's bullying me.
I don't agree with that. But I'm hoping you get it right one of these days. I'm expecting it. I hope you do.
Look at him trying to go back on his words.
And can I give it to you here? Like, did you get it right? I think by
I
default
mean, I
you
definitely
got
did
it.
get it right. I said they didn't hear a gap close. I'm not sure that counts as me saying they need to pick Ricky. I feel like Ricky... I've only suggested it when teams have picked
30
Grimstroke,
seconds
I
to
think.
battle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the Ricky Grimstroke combo is insanely strong. But this game, they need a hero that can get onto the Oracle and the Wyvern. Because those are the heroes that are going to really... Like, obviously the Omni's annoying, but he wants to save his RP and things for the RP. So he wants to save his Guardian Angel for the RP, is what I meant to say, I think, there. So if you can get the Oracle and the Wyvern, they're the 2 squishy supports that can die quickly.
The battle begins.
Yeah, I don't know what that old chat was right there.
Two for two.
It's Sark taking a lot of damage here, although he does have a couple stacks of Essence Shift turning around on the Phoenix. Phoenix, what did he end up taking? Yeah, he's got nothing.
Yeah, this is really good by the Phoenix. The Slark's wasting his time here. He needs to TP.
Yeah, there we go, finally. finally TPs away. You've got this Omni Knight Winter Wyvern lane, and then you've got Oracle Slark, and then of course mid Void Spirit for Linger, and then mid Ricky. Interesting. Mid Ricky, off lane Mag, safe lane Morph, with Phoenix bottom, Bane top. Are any of these lanes ones to have like a major advantage over one or the other?
I think Void Spirit does really well against Ricky in the lane. But like when it gets to the Ricky being level 6, he's going to do a huge amount of damage anyway. So it doesn't really matter too much. Like he just needs a 2 or 3 Wraith Bands or something, and he'd be fine. But this nuke damage that comes through in the lane, Ricky can't really do anything because he doesn't have that same like wave clear potential, which is what you see from a lot of the mid heroes like Lina and Puck and Void Spirit and Ember with Flame Guard. Like he can't farm jungle or anything, right? So I feel like Void Spirit should just out farm him.
Trying to figure out what this Ricky does in the mid game, because you'll see like Void Spirit level 6 go around, jump, do his thing, you know, gank from lane to lane, but like I don't think Ricky is a hero that can kind of do the same until a little bit later on.
I think he can, especially with the damage from the Mag Empower.
But that's if he's getting the Mag and Power, so like bottom is his only option, and wouldn't you assume that if you're Linger?
I think he can go top still. The Bane and the Morphling still have a decent amount of damage between them. But you want to be playing on the same side of the map as the Mag a lot of the time, so you can play off the Empower.
Icarus dive away from the Phoenix up in the bottom lane, or down in the bottom lane would be probably the proper on that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to be shocked and like all of a sudden see this Ricky like dominate the game.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have not seen a Ricky yet.
Hell yeah, that sounds fun.
But I don't know if it's gonna be that easy. Skewer onto the Oracle. Bit of damage will go his way, and by a bit I mean about more than half his life.
He actually went for an early Sage's Mask on the Oracle. I wonder what he's... I mean, he has Bassi queued up, but... he's going to need more regen.
Just constantly throwing out the Fortune's End with Purifying Flames. Void Spirit taking a little bit of damage here. He's down quite low. Has his bottle as well as a shared tango. 4-minute mark. Let's see if we see anybody rotate and, you know, go for this rune or help get this Void Spirit the rune, because Void Spirit,
Dire's courier has been
the only one here with a bottle. So
Yeah, I mean, Ricky's not really a bottle hero. You
No,
kind of just
no.
want the stats.
yeah, so he's gonna have to really figure it out, is what I'm saying, getting into that 4-minute rune.
Discover himself. Oh my god, how have I missed that? Nothing's been happening.
Well, I was trying to focus on the 4-minute rune because he's trying to jump for it, and now because there's opportunity for Ricky to just grab it, but Phoenix comes over and grabs the double damage, so that keeps it out of the bottle of this Void Spirit. Obviously not the worst thing in the world when bounties are coming in just a minute, but if you die, I think that's very problematic, and the right clicks are actually really hard from this Phoenix, who will fall instead.
Great TP from B on the Wyvern. I feel like B's played relatively well this tournament, I think. Oh, there's an urn already on the Wyvern.
Ricky too.
Oh, and it's on the Void
Yeah, he's
Spirit.
dead.
Why would the Wyvern have an urn? Why does Void Spirit have an urn already?
He's going Spirit Vessel?
Well, yeah, he is, but
Yeah.
normally we see like a Null Talisman still, or a stick, at least.
Something
But he goes
before.
Quelling Blade, Bottle, Urn.
Wow.
That's cool. And he got the urn charge from the Phoenix death as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden this game looks really good for the Radiant side, I think. Those urn charges help the Void Spirit so much at this point in the game. Like that little bit of extra damage, it doesn't seem like a huge amount, but a lot of the time when you play this Void Spirit, you might miss out on kills by like just a small amount because you run out of spells. Yeah, he's going Spirit Vessel for the Morph is the main reason though. He's gonna have it queued up.
Not only does he have that urn getting a little bit of charges, but all of a sudden it's like he's level 6, he's ready to go, he can move around the map, and I think things might just get out of control here for the Radiant in a multitude of lands, you know?
Dire's middle tower is under
Especially if he
attack.
comes over and really helps out. If they can get a kill onto this Morphling very quickly, or early on, and start to shut down his lane,
Ooh.
that purification really hurt that Morph.
He has Ring of Health on the Morph, so going for this Lincoln's first field. Up against the Wyvern, I don't mind, but I feel like it's still not the best build for this game overall.
Chris dive forward, but Fortune's End, and now I think Magnus might just die here. If he can get another Purifying Flames off, he just doesn't have the mana for it. That would have been the kill shot out onto the Magnus. Bit surprising.
I will say this Oracle, sometimes we see these position 5s not leech any XP
Ooh,
in the
Void
lane.
Spirit's got a haste rune, and he's going towards top. He's got the Aether Remnant morphing into the strength. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to save him, though. And there's the kill for the Radiant side of Linger on to this morph. So that's exactly what you want when you rotate like that, and then back towards mid to farm.
Great rotation. I think especially your first rotation on Void Spirit, if you can make it land. It was really good. He's so close to the vessel already, actually. He's only like just over 1,000 gold away. And when that comes out, Morphling's going to be nowhere near anything that helps. Oh, Oracle. Looks like Oracle went to ward or something.
Yeah, but Oracle should be able to kill this Phoenix in return.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes back from warding. And, you know, you lose your Sark, you get a kill. It's not the best thing in the world, but Void Spirit,
Dire's middle
whoa!
tower is under attack.
This Oracle's in trouble still, I think.
Might be. Skewer, is anybody going to come
Why
bottom?
did he... I think he meant to disarm the mag there, but accidentally clicked himself. Because I think if he clicks the mag there, there's no way he dies. If he disarms the mag.
Phoenix going up top, 3 top. Now the Omni, who's no mana.
Radiant's
Has
middle
6
tower
wand
is
charges
under
and a
attack.
soul ring, so we'll see how he tries to play it, but there's nothing for him to get done, and he'll just die. They go after the Winter Wyvern. They've got a 4th here in the Ricky. And DeMonster, they start making some good rotations.
A huge rotation, because the Omnina was starting to take over this top lane a little bit. He was doing really well. And he's difficult to bully out because he has the Soul Ring and the Ring of Health. You can't really chip away him.
Good Aether Remnant, but Ricky's right there.
Dire's middle
Bottle the
tower
regen
is
rune,
under
taking a bit
attack.
of damage, and goes to the Fortune's End onto the Ricky. But he's back. He's okay.
He's gone for the triple Wraith Band. Do you remember when Boba used to play Ricky and build like triple Ring of Aquila and stuff? For the
Jesus.
meme.
I mean, technically we could have 10 rings if you wanted.
Sure.
Got 10 fingers.
Yeah.
I think you should
One
have
of
just
them's a
gone...
neutral item.
Yeah, you should have just gone all rings.
So this is what I was hoping for. The Ricky plays on the same side as the mag, and he gets the Empower. As the mag farms the jungle as well at the same time. Oh.
Mango tree and the ironwood tree.
I
Planting
think you
trees.
give that to the Morphling, but mag being greedy boy. He's going. Have you seen his item build as well on the mag?
Yeah, he's going Meteor Hammer.
Was this the guy? Wasn't there someone else that had Meteor Hammer queued up on this hero before, and then they changed their mind?
And then they just had a casual Ring of Health, right?
Yeah. I really hate this item on mag. What? Because the Meteor Hammer is really good on heroes that don't flash farm very well as well. Like I understand it gives you +8 all stats. It's good in that department, like mana, health regen feels really good.
So I watched that happen. Omni Knight just right-clicking the Phoenix, and then eventually Morphling just like, all right, stop bullying my Phoenix. I'll come over and kill you. Like that was it. Like he didn't have mana to do anything. I don't understand why he just stayed there.
Radiant are scanning.
Look at the kill into the Phoenix with the Void Spirit though, coming over Astral Step and getting the kill.
Again, more urn charges though, so he's gonna have that vessel soon.
Well, did
He's
he
got it
have
coming out.
Did he have it in his inventory when he got that kill?
Oh, did he not?
Because it was coming off the timer. So I'm not
What is
saying he
happening?
did. Oh, Fiend's Grip. Omni Knight in trouble, and this is no way out for the Omni.
I mean, the problem they're having is that they don't have any vision up here in this top lane on the Radiant side. So they have nobody. They can't see anybody that's coming the whole time. They definitely can't see the Ricky.
Yeah.
He's impossible to kill when he's invis, according to the people in my pubs. Slark,
RP,
bot lane.
Meteor Hammer, and it all comes down. He's got the skewer, but Dark Pact getting the Shadow Dance, so let's see if he can get away. Winter's Curse and the damage onto the Phoenix to get a kill. All right.
I think if Mag had been quicker on the Meteor Hammer there, I think they find the kill. I feel like it was a tiny bit slow.
Dire's middle
You need to be
tower is
smashing
under
those
attack.
buttons.
Dire's structures are
Kill 'em
falling.
Because, I mean, at level 2 RP, it becomes a lot easier to land.
Yeah.
Level 1, the stun duration is only 2.75, and the channel time's 2.5 on the Meteor Hammer. This Omni was doing really well top lane before, and now all of a sudden he's not, just because of all these ganks that have been coming to his top lane.
Yeah, things have not been quiet for him, that's for sure. But it's not like it's a huge surprise that things aren't quiet anymore. Game's
Can't
pretty
believe
even
it's-
still.
Yeah, I can't believe that some of the heroes on the Radiant don't have sticks as well. Slark doesn't have stick, Oracle and Wyvern don't have stick. Void Spirit doesn't have stick.
Just get your stick, man.
Well, I'm not sure why either.
Mhm.
It's just such a efficient item.
Resume the game, ready to go once more. Void Spirit leading the way, followed by the Slark. Still, you know, despite the kills coming the way for DeMonster, still a 1k lead for Linger. But I say that Omni Knight just gets run down solo by a Morphling top.
They've reached the point in the lane now where Morphling doesn't really care about the Omni Knight anymore.
Yeah, not
There's
at all.
nothing that, because he has no kill potential. So the Morphling knows he can play as aggressive as he wants, and there's nothing the Omni Knight can do.
Is under attack.
Whereas in the early levels, Morphling has to be a little bit careful. I don't really understand why he's going for this Lincoln's either.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Skewer Winter's Curse. And Oracle coming over. Fortune's End still getting hit by the towers. They're going to start to rotate some heroes in. TP attempt. Aether Remnant. It lands. They'll get the kill onto this Magnus.
Well, I don't really know what the Mag was attempting to do there, though. He didn't have RP, right?
No.
So how's he going to kill the Wyvern?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Confused. And now Wyvern almost has Orchid.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Good luck. I guess that's why the Morphling's going Lincoln's. He just definitely knew that the Wyvern was going Orchid.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under
It's
attack.
certainly going pretty well for Linger. I think a bit of a, you know, a couple mistakes coming in from DeMonster.
God, this voice is taking so much damage from the Ricky. He's going Diffusal Blade as well. I'm really disappointed that the Dire side haven't been stacking these Ancients. I feel like this this Phoenix can be doing it as well. Omni again, bot lane.
Just getting chased. That Fiend's Grip come out with the Sunray on him. Like, how does he even get away from that, honestly?
When the Ricky gets Diffusal Blade, I think the Dire side are really strong, but until then, they're a little bit lackluster. They don't have a huge amount of damage. But the later this game goes, the stronger they get. Because they have Empower, you know, they have Morph and Ricky, these two really strong cores. They have good team fight with the Egg and the RP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Coming bottom. Magnus, I believe, got spotted. Shockwave, Spirit Vessel on the Mag, Supernova. It's not the best spot, but they do have an RP on it too. They'll get the kill here onto the Egg. They'll lose the Phoenix for the Oracle so far. Winter's Curse, Essence Shift, 5. Your Hammer does hit onto that Void Spirit. Astral Step going after Meliodas, but the waveform, Morphling's here. Aether Remnant's not going to keep him alive. That kill onto the Void Spirit. They'll buy back on the Oracle. You see the Stark starting to get out of control with 14 Essence Shift.
Still think they can kill him, though.
Enough. Oh, gets the leash onto the Ricky.
He doesn't see him.
Oh, dear. Thought he might have had him there for a second. Oh, that's a big false promise. If he dies there, I think that's huge.
Oh, I can't believe they almost got the Ricky and they didn't see him because they don't have detection. I bet the Slark buys some straight away. Or at least somebody does. Like, there's no reason to not have detection on the Slark this game. Just sell your Quelling Blade or something. He has an Iron Talon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just simultaneously get 2 kills in 2 different places. And he's going for another hammer on the Phoenix as well. What a fight for the Dire side. Man, and now the Ricky's going to have Diffusal Blade really soon as well. He's farming really well because he has Empower. And this Void Spirit had a great early game, but as soon as you die once, you get set. Look how far behind he is behind the Morphling now.
Yeah, it's honestly disgusting how far behind he's dropped.
And look how much damage Morphling does with Empower as well. 250 damage at 16 minutes into the game.
Bane using
That's
that
not
Fiend
okay.
Script for the Slark. Aether Remnant locks him up. Now they'll just get the kill onto this Bane. Oh no! Ricky pounce! He got in front of it for a second. I thought maybe they would keep the Bane alive.
Where's the detection though?
Yeah, still
All
no
3
detection.
of these cores, none of them have detection.
Dire's top tower
I'm
is
not
under
certain
attack.
why.
There's nobody attacking that ward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking to engage here. Now, at least it looks like they're thinking about
Ooh.
engaging. Void Spirit gets the Aether Remnant. Courier goes down with the Ghost Scepter on it.
Morphling's Courier dies and he's like, hang on.
Let
That
me
is
pause.
unacceptable, team. And he just pauses the game. Out of pure outrage.
As is tradition. At least I feel like it's tradition.
Imagine if the Dire side was stacking Ancients, though, how far ahead they'd be. It'd be like another 1,000 net worth. Or like 700 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not doing that. That seems to have been like a lot of the game plan for a lot of these other teams, especially the Southeast Asia teams.
There has been a lot of early fighting, though. It has to be said. So, maybe they haven't had time. And Ricky has Diffusal now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is huge. Wyvern almost has Orchid, though. Which is also huge. Because especially heroes like the Phoenix and the Bane. The Phoenix, do you know the reason this Orchid's so good as well?
Oh, Morphling, Aether Remnant, Spirit Vessel, very low, dust to neutrals! Oh my, the Oracle's next. That's very unfortunate. Ricky's just able to blink away, and that dust is way too slow. Doesn't even catch him.
They get the D ward again as well. The Radiant have like no vision on the map at the moment.
Jeez.
Like the last 2 wards just got dewarded straight
on
away.
a 2 Sunray. Here comes the Ricky, but
Is under attack.
Winter's Curse will get the kill onto this
What an
Magnus.
egg.
Supernova's on top of the cliff, but I don't think that's gonna matter. They'll still get the kill, but the Ricky starts pulling them apart with the help of the Bane and the Supernova.
That's a really good egg though. Do you know why? They're going to be able to deward that next ward now as well. The Bane doesn't have a sentry at the moment, but I'm sure they know, because there's no way they know the egg's up there, right? Unless they see it. Well, they know, but they shouldn't be able to hit it unless they have vision. And this is a problem I have with the Lincolns. It doesn't save you from so many of the problems that they have,
Yeah.
like from the Radiant side. Because there's a Vessel that he can't purge off. There's going to be an Orchid, which, yes, but if they like use Splinter Blast to cancel the Lincolns and then just curse him and then follow up with the Orchids, like there's nothing that the Morph can do. Because at least if he goes Orchid, at least then he can cleanse off the silence as well, which he obviously didn't know was coming, but...
Pounce leashes, going after the Morphling.
Oh no, now he's only going to hit for 200. Because he's losing 7 of each attribute. Mid lane.
Only 200. Fiend's Grip, Meteor Hammer. With the Skewer, they've got the control to kill off the Void Spirit. And you're still grabbing everything, you know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All seems to be working. 3k net worth lead for DeMonster. Sark's sitting top of the net worth at the moment, though.
Radiant structures are
Yeah, but look at the supporting cast. I mean, the Wyvern's effectively trying to become a semi-core with this Orchid. But the Void Spirit and the Omni Knight are falling off really hard.
Sark. Fortune's End misses. Tricks of the trade. And they're going to go for this Ricky. They've got the silence. Do they get the kill? Ooh,
He stole
Cold
the heal!
Embrace, and oh, wow, Morphling, very good job doing that because he turns into the Winter Wyvern, gets the Cold
Oh
Embrace
my
out onto the
God.
Ricky. It almost took my brain a second to realize that. Now you've got the ulti drop from the Omni Knight. They get the kill onto the Bane, and Winter's Curse is now out onto the Morph, but behind them is the Ricky. Ricky trying to do as much as he can onto this Winter Wyvern, falls to the Purifying Flames. Now the RP is used, Meteor Hammer coming down, but it's not going to land onto this Sark. Still killed the Omni Knight.
Fly, Morphling, fly.
Yeah, he's got that Arctic Burn and right clicks for a bunch load from a distance, but Aether Remnant, Meteor Hammer coming down, avoided with Dissimulate. Sark going back in, gets the break. As he's finished the Silver Edge, Supernova, I don't think that's getting off again. Skewer once more, Meliodas in trouble. He'll fall. And
Hey, Hard's
Linger,
like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You just skewered them on top of my egg so they could kill it quicker.
yeah, that was very odd.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, this Slark was owning in the fight. Really well played by the Morph to keep the Ricky alive, though, for a little bit longer. Allowed him to get the Wyvern kill.
Dire's
But-
bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like everybody's reacting a little bit slow to everything today.
Has fallen.
Gotta step it up, you know? This Slark's massive now, actually. He's got the Silver Edge, he has the drums as well, and 3,000 gold almost.
Found the Oracle once again, Fortune's End, but it's not going to matter. He's very
Grip
dead.
as well.
Oh, God. Fiend's Grip, Meteor Hammer, not one, but two. Oh, my God. They drop everything on him.
Dire's
And that's a lot of gold for the mag as well, 600.
That's hilarious.
Now he has the Blink, he almost has the... Well, not almost has the BKB, but he's getting there. This Ricky needs the Manta really badly for these fights. I think he has Yasha coming out on the Courier. Because he needs a way of dispelling this Orchid at the moment. And it also gets rid of Dust as well, which can be really horrible to play against for the Radiant side. He's doing the right thing in the fights though on the Ricky by trying to jump the backlines of the Oracle and the Wyvern first. But the problem is if he can't go on both at the same time. And so one can always save the other. So it's about trying to find a way that you can find them isolated in the fights rather than when they're grouped up and ready as 5.
Getting caught here. That Orchid's been pretty significant, but we'll see if Linger can pull off, I guess what's technically a comeback. Cold Embrace, Winter Wyvern staying alive. Fortune's End hits this Ricky. Now they've got themselves the Winter's Curse, but the Supernova's in a decent spot. This time it doesn't look like they're going to get it. False Promise on himself. They stun up this Void Spirit, goes into the Dissimulate, but eventually the Oracle will pop, right? They'll lose the Ricky.
Yeah, I think he will eventually, but I'm not sure why the Ricky tried to go back in there. I think you just get out.
Yeah, but Sark's coming, and I think you're in a lot of trouble now. The only one who can really avoid this seems to be the Ricky, but he's thinking about the RP, and he actually won't even get it off, so they kill off Meliodas. Now the Morphling, he jumps in. Not sure that's the best move there. As Sark just keeps going, goes after the Morphling, who's sitting very low. Meteor Hammer, not going to land.
Dire's top tower is under
Void Spirit might be in a bit of trouble now as well. Oh, he has the Yules.
Yules, Aether Remnant. Oh, Fiend's Grip! The last second to get the kill. Sark is just cleaning up, though.
I was going to say, it just doesn't matter, though. Like, they keep going with 1 by 1 every single fight on the Dire side. I don't think I've ever seen them take a fight as 5 so far. They're just chilling,
Dire's top tower
having a
has
great
fallen.
time. have we seen it? Was that the RP on the egg was the first time I've seen it this game, and it was on the 2 supports. Like, if they're ready as 5 in that fight straight away, I think they win the fight because both teams kind of came in 1 by 1. But everybody's just so slow to react to everything. This is what I'm saying.
Family. Oh, Magnus. Looked like Sark was in trouble for a second, but he just gets an easy kill. I think that Sark is just going to take over the game now after that top exchange.
Have you seen his item build as well on the slot?
Yeah, Hurricane Pike I don't quite understand, but, I mean, please explain it to me.
Okay, so what's he playing against? What's the big problem for him this game?
Ricky.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for BKB, I'll be honest. But I don't think Hurricane Pike's awful. 20 agi, 15 strength, 13 intelligence.
He's figured out
Fair
something that we can't figure out in our pubs when we play Slark.
And yeah, like the Hurricane Pike active helps him get out the smoke cloud. I think BKB's just better though, is my only thing. But I guess he can use it on other people as well. That's kind of the big decider. Because like if his Oracle or his Wyvern get caught in a smoke cloud now, he can force staff them out with the Hurricane Pike. And you might be like, guys, why does he not just keep it as a force staff? Because Dragonlance, for the cost that it is like no... It's like a lot of stats for really low cost Dragonlance, which is why you see heroes like Meepo buy it sometimes. So that the fact that he has to build force staff, he might as well go for the Hurricane Pike.
Oh, wow. They're really going for this
Wow.
move. Oh, great Aether Remnant. I don't know if he... Yeah, he's not getting away just yet. Ricky comes over. Smoke screen. Waveform. Fortune's End lands, and they've got the Aether Remnant, but the pounce is a little bit short. Adaptive Strike onto the Sark. Diving tier 3s, but they really want this, and they'll get it. And they get the egg.
I mean, they're getting away with everything. So Ricky's trying to kill the supports in the backline, and he can't even do it.
Yeah. You've got yourself the ulti from the Omni Knight. Now that Ricky's in trouble, he'll end up dead. Magnus is looking for an RP, but like you've got nothing to follow it up, so does it even matter if you land the biggest RP of your life?
But this is what I mean. He just comes in last. It's like 1 by 1.
Yeah.
They're never there. They're never there as 5 to cast all their spells together at the same time, which is what they're supposed to have the teamfight advantage, right? With this Mag and the Phoenix, and they just haven't been able to do it all game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They played the early to like the 10-minute mark really well, and then it just felt like they were lacking hard shot calling in their game.
And they're just into the base. Like, they're gonna lose Phoenix, and they're gonna lose Rax here.
The Dota heroes came in 1 by 1. Hurrah! Hurrah!
They're continuing to come in 1 by 1. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Yesterday we had Happy Birthday. Even more singing today. I'm sure everybody in chat's loving that.
My Sark is farmed. He's 14-2. He activates his Silver Edge. He comes at you. Boom, boom, doo. Meliodas is dead. Get the kill into the Bane too, and I mean they lose the Winter Wyvern, but they're taking so much of the Dire base. Honestly, if I think if they kill this Ricky and the Morphling one more time, it might just be the end of the game. I don't know how you come back at that point. I'm gonna go for the Bane one more time. Pounce leashes and force that forward. And he's still going to get the kill. He looks at the Morphling and turns into the Sark and pounces away.
Jesus.
But look at this. They're corralling him in the base.
I mean, they're going too far. Let's put that out there right now.
They're
getting a little bit excited.
Stacks of Essence Shift, though, so you can take out these heroes very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, all they need to do is take the top racks. That's the most important thing here. I think they have the Wyvern here who's with Shadowblade Orchid still as well.
They've got the Silence, E-Blade. Defuse onto the Void Spirit with the Supernova, but it doesn't land on anybody. Tricks of the Trade comes out.
They need to be careful about this RP.
Meteor Hammer. Is it going to be enough? Got the Tark packed off, so Sark's able to run. He does have an Aegis.
They're doing a beak up. They're using their spells.
Now they go into the Ricky, and they've got the Pounce. That leashes up. They get the kill, dead for 80. Right now is a Scotty, and they look over at the Morphling, who's just turned into the Winter Wyvern on the run. Goes into the Arctic Burn. Will kill the Void Spirit. BKB was popped by Meliodas. But he's not going to find the Slark. And Omni Knight's back alive.
Mag tried to catch the Slarker there at the end as well. I don't understand what they're still doing here.
They're trying to kill this Morphling and just finish the game.
I mean,
They've got the
he
break.
has Aegis, so I can understand that they want to keep going, but it's a little bit risky.
Yeah, where's your team? Where's your team? Yeah.
Now he's just in the fountain for some reason.
I think the Winter's Curse keeps him alive. Yeah. At least it, in theory, should. He's just going to go after the Bane. But he's reset on all those Essence Shift, and they've killed off the Winter Wyvern.
But they're all losing. They're losing heroes for no reason, right?
Down goes the Phoenix. And Sark. Oh! That false promise.
No
Just
way.
at the edge. Just in time. Goes after the Morph once again.
Oh, the nightmare save from the other teammate. On the other side.
I think Bane just wants him to have him end the game.
I love the Scardy on Slark though. It's the 50% movement slow against the Morph, but it also stops some of his attribute shift because of the passive effect. The cold attack. That's such a rubbish name.
Rubbish.
It's like something you ask a child. You're like, okay, there's an item that's going to be made of ice. What should we call its attack? Cold attack.
That's Pokemon Red attack right there.
I'll take that.
It could finish it. And everybody is about to be up. Maybe they wait for the Winter Wyvern. Play it the right way. Smoke over from the Dire. See if this goes anywhere for him.
Oh, that's a mind breaker on the Slark.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Work on the high ground, taking out that ward.
Ricky?
Sark goes in. Ricky in trouble. Ricky ends up dead. No buyback, dead for 85. Thinking about the RP, doesn't get it off. Sark has that basher. Now they'll go after the egg, make it a third kill for them. Buyback comes in. Guardian
This
Angel
GA
used by
as
this
well.
Omni Knight, and well, I don't even know what you do at this point. You're gonna lose the Bane, and 4 heroes technically die.
Phoenix has to buy back, but I don't know what he can do without the egg.
Ricky bought back.
Okay. Good luck.
Backlines, Ricky going after this Winter Wyvern. Orchid, tricks of the trade, gets the kill.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And the Astral Step away. E-Blade avoided. Now the Morphling might be in some trouble. Lincoln's popped.
He has a gem on the Slark as well, by the way.
Fortune's End, Aether Remnant. They go in on the Morph, blow him up. Dead for 85. That could just be it. Go after the Phoenix, take him out. GG's called, and Linger get game 1.
Dire's middle tower is
I
under
really hate their item builds on the Dire side this game.
Radiant.
I think they made some really silly plays around that mid game with their like map reading and stuff, and trying to turn up to fights at the same time, whatever, with their shot calling. But